Guess who's back? Back again. Hey, what's up? It's your sister Ashanti. And actually, I probably shouldn't be singing a song because we're going to talk about something pretty serious today here in the village. We are going to talk about how you as a homeschool educator still ensures that your child gets their education when you feel tired, exhausted, sick of it, overwhelmed, tired, depressed, all of the above. Whatever feelings that you have that make you feel like I just can't do this today, we're going to talk about how to still ensure your child gets their education during that time. Okay, so like many of you already know from our last video, which if you haven't watched that, you probably should watch it. I thought it was good content. I clapped for myself. I lost a very good friend of mine back in December. And when that happened, it kind of felt like my entire, I'm sitting by the window and I see this ant trying to come in my house. And we've had a lot of rain in Texas lately, and I have been getting so many ants, and we don't have just regular ants. We have fire ants, and they're the devil. Anyway, oh God, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, what was I talking about? Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, when she passed, I haven't felt a hurt like that as an adult, just honest. And, you know, you can say things like, I'm so depressed, but I finally found out what depression feels like and to be that low. And when you're that low and when you're hurting that much, it literally takes all of your energy just to clean your house. You cook breakfast and to wash the dishes afterwards, just like, oh, I don't have it in me. So you take that and you couple it with, now you had to wash the dishes, feed the child, and teach him how to divide fractions. It's like, I can't. I'm done. I don't have it in me, Lord. And it's during those times that you need to know what to do. My very first tip for you guys is, if you're going through anything like that, like literally if you feel like I cannot do this today, I am too tired, there's too much on my mind, don't. Take a break. It is okay to take a break. Now, of course, you know me, I got to premise it. Check your homeschool laws. Go back to my first video. I'm holding my hands right now because I like to talk with my hands, if y'all haven't realized. But go back to my first video and check the homeschool legal defense. Check their site and see what the laws say for your state. If you've already been homeschooling for a while in that certain state, you should already know. Some states make it where you have to do an attendance log, where you put how many hours the students are in school each day, and then per week, per month, per year. So that way you meet the requirements that they need. Now, you need to know that in general, but you really need to know that if you're deciding to take a break, so you can see how long your break can be. Now, homeschooling in Texas, like I said from the first video, is a dream. And it's basically because Texas is like, you just do what you do. And there are no requirements when it comes to your time spent each day teaching your child. So we were able to take a break and really utilize that time for my healing. Now, there are some people who take breaks. Like, I know a family who they do 3 months of homeschooling, take a month off, a complete month off, and then come back and do another 3 months, month off. And it works beautifully for their family. So if you are able legally to take your break, take it. Take whatever you need. My second step would be, my second tip, not step, this isn't a ladder. My second tip would be, when public schools or private schools have issues with their teachers, because life happens to everybody, don't let Instagram or YouTube fool you. Let me tell you, when I was going through this, I went on YouTube to see what tips other homeschoolers had, because as you guys know, we've only been doing this like 2-3 years, so I'm not a seasoned pro, but I go to it to see these people, see if they have any tips. And I swear to God, one of the people that came up was this lady who had 10 children. She makes all their clothes. They wake up before dawn or whatever. They get all their chores done. No one talks back. They are able to do all of their work. They're done by like 1, so she can get dinner done for dad by the time he comes in. Her house is immaculate. Everyone goes to sleep at 8. And I'm like, what part of Pennsylvania are y'all in? Because in Houston, Texas, baby, it don't go down like that. And I don't think that that's most people's real life. So don't you get caught up on that. Where I was going with this, I don't know. I'm going to have to rewind it, but dog it, that was a good fact. Okay, so before I got on my tangent, what I was saying was life happens to everyone. So when life happens to a public school or a private school teacher, what that particular facility does is they call in from the list of substitute teachers. Now, you and I as homeschoolers, we don't have a list of substitute teachers. But what I'm saying is we should use a pseudo sub. What that means is maybe you have been going to a co-op, and in the co-op, you're the one that cleans the restrooms afterwards. See if you can just leave the kid there during that time for co-op and not have to clean up afterwards. Or see if you have a friend who also homeschools. See if little Johnny, no Johnnies. We're going to have diverse names. Jamal. See if little Jamal can come and he can just listen in on their curriculum for that day. She could be the substitute teacher, the friend. Or see if you have a friend who doesn't homeschool but is off that day, if she'll let little Johnny come with his workbooks as long as you've given her the topics that he should go over. She won't have to teach him anything. He just fills out his workbooks and you'll check them when they get back. And then that way, at least you get a couple of hours and Johnny is still on course with his education. My third tip is to try out online education. We did this actually. We tried out K2 Learning, and I'll leave a review about that maybe another day because I don't get paid for that kind of stuff yet. But it helped for a little bit. I would say that it definitely helped for a little bit. So try out online stuff if you haven't already. Online stuff goes into my next point, which is have your child on autopilot. One good thing about homeschoolers, which are why colleges are really looking for homeschoolers now, is they are already independent. They already know how to get their work done. Have your child on autopilot. I didn't even know that we had an autopilot program in our home set up. I thought that I was like doing it all. Well, once we start having these issues, like I would just set out what she needed to do, and she got half of her work done without me. Like in the morning, she was getting her history, reading. She would go on Duolingo, do her Spanish. I mean, 4 or 5 subjects she already got done without me, and it helped us to keep everything going. And it made her feel more in charge, because if she didn't want to start with history, she didn't. If she wanted to end with something else, she did. And it was nice for both of us. I hope that these were helpful. I hope that this is something that you can actually utilize at some point in your time, because like I said, we all go through something. I actually had made this video a while back, and it was just too depressing to do. If you are in this place right now where you're hurting and you're sad and everything sucks and everyone sucks, you don't want people talking to you, don't go looking for videos to make it worse. Don't go looking for music to make it worse. Take it day by day, and it will get better. Looking through my list here, and I think that's all I got for y'all today. We do have the internet back on in Texas, yay! So we should be having those videos pumping out every week. Make sure that you're liking these videos. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. As you see, we are a young startup here. We're a baby YouTube channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, like these videos, comment. If you've noticed, I'm definitely making sure to read your comments and I'm taking them into account. So that is that for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought below. Have a great one, guys. Bye.